Say hello to Rexy.
Not Rexy, Trexy.
Hello everyone, Raccoon-Formers here, and today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Paleotrex. Paleotrex transforms into something very interesting, as you can see. He transforms into a T-Rex, but not no ordinary T-Rex. He transforms into a T-Rex skeleton, like Rexy from Night at the Museum. It's a very interesting Transformers idea, and I really hope something like this appears in the live-action franchise. Maybe Paleotrex will appear in the new Rise of the Beasts movie coming in 2023. Who knows? It would be really cool to see. It really would. So let's go ahead and start by taking a look at Paleotrex's details. Let's bring him in for a close-up. First up, as you can see, a phenomenal looking T-Rex skeleton head. All of those holes that normal T-Rex skeletons have, nostrils, it's in the color of bones, nice looking teeth, with a mouth that can actually open up, as you can see. It's a bit tight, but it is possible to open it. It is. It is. Awesome looking T-Rex armsy warmsies right here that can rotate 180 degrees. Awesome looking legs that unfortunately are very weak. The only way it's really possible to get this figure to stand up is if he's leaning on his tail. Otherwise, yeah, that happens. But yeah, awesome looking ribcage like stuff here. Nice looking tail. It's good. Let's get him to stand up here. There we go. He comes with one so-so accessory. It's this portion of his tail. Let me just get it off. This came packaged separately. I don't know how that makes it an accessory, but it comes packaged separately, so I'll call it an accessory. Sorry, I can't talk today. Let me just reapply it. I really do like how everything lines up to make it look so flawless. I wouldn't think that this tail comes apart. I really wouldn't. Hey, look. I got him to stand up without the tail leaning on the ground. I'm good. Paleotrex is not the only War for Cybertron figure that transforms into a dinosaur skeleton. There's one that transforms into a Triceratops skeleton. There's one that transforms into a pterodactyl one. And all three of those figures are able to combine into a combiner called Fossilizer. Let me know in the comment section below if I should get the other two dinosaur skeletons and possibly make a video on how to create Fossilizer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down with some comparisons. Since Paleotrex is a T-Rex, I'm going to want to get some T-Rex-like comparisons. And I have some perfect ones. I have two phenomenal versions of the most popular T-Rex transformer of all time, Grimlock. I have Studio Series 86 Grimlock and Studio Series 07 AOE or Age of Extinction Grimlock. And I'll be comparing both of those figures with Paleotrex. Alrighty, I zoomed the camera back a bit because both versions of Grimlock are incredibly large, so let's bring them in. Here we have Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And here we have Studio Series 07, Age of Extinction Grimlock, playing a bit of peekaboo, as you can see. These three figures look phenomenal together. I really hope Paleotrex appears in the new Rise of the Beasts movie. It would be really cool to see a T-Rex skeleton transformer in live action. It'd be really cool. Let me know in the comment section below if you think that would be as cool as I think. Well, friends, this pretty much wraps up this figure's T-Rex mode. Let's get down to transformation, shall we? Except, this figure's transformation is quite unique. It's actually not really a transformation at all. You don't fold panels around to get this figure back and forth between modes. You actually have to pull his limbs apart and put them together in different ways to get him back and forth between modes. So it's quite unique. Let's get started. So first you can take his dino legs, shimmy them off, And then you can disconnect these limbs from this part right here. Like this. This will be his robot mode foot, and this will be his robot mode arm. We'll set that off to the side and repeat the same process with the other dino leg. It is a bit nerve-wracking sometimes because it's sometimes hard to tell what the right spot to pull is, but it should work pretty decently. You can set that off to the side and come over here and deal with his top half. I'm also pretty sure this is the same thing you would do to create the fossilizer combiner with the other T-Rex, with the other skeleton transformers. Sorry. So then you can take the end of the tail, remove it, set that over here with his other pieces. Now, what do we do now? Okay, you can remove this part right here, set that over off to the side. Then you can disconnect the part with the arms, and this comes to the first part we can put back together. Let's bring in his feet. This part right here will be the part where you tab the feet in. These are his knees. These knees, that rhymes. These knees. But yeah, first you can take this little portion here, fold it down. Repeat the same process on the opposite leg. And then you can just tab these sections right into there. Like that. And then you can just shimmy the knees up like this. Like this, I think. Something's going on. There we are. Here we have Paleotrex's robot mode knees. Or legs, I should say. Okay, we can set that off to the side. Let's continue. And then you can remove the entire head assembly. We'll deal with this after. And then, sorry, just had an itch. Then you can take his Dino mode head, fold it down to reveal his robot mode head. You can rotate that 180 degrees like this so he's facing us. And then, see this little peg right here? It'll tab right into there underneath Paleotrex's Dino mode chin. Like that. Here we have his head assembly, or head and chest assembly, I should say. While we're here, we might as well tab this in. You can tab this into the big hole on his chest. Where else would you tab it in? Alright. Yeah, like that. Now we can set that off to the side. And come here to this assembly here. Disconnect it. And actually we can bring this back in. I didn't think we needed this fast, but I guess so. This will be an arm. You just tab this little assembly right into that hole where it looks like he's missing an arm, because he is missing an arm. Yeah. And then this assembly here will act as his other arm. I really do like the big shoulder pad here, or whatever that is. I'm not 100% sure. Like that. Now we can come in and bring in his Dino mode feet, which, like I said before, act as his robot mode arms. You can just tab this assembly here right into that assembly there. It is a bit hard considering this little peg here moves. That's how the arms articulate. But my recommendation of how to do this is just bend the peg as far as it'll go, then it won't move. And you can snap it in, no problem at all. No problemo. And then you can take his foot, or his Dynamo foot, bend it to make it look more like a hand. Now, we can repeat the same exact process with his other arm, or foot, I should say. I don't know. So many body parts, I don't know. Yeah, and then you can just fold the toe, make it look like a hand, and yeah. I think we're done. I'm just kidding. We're missing a very vital body part, and that is the legs. And then this assembly here will tab right into that assembly where I'm pretty sure this tabbed in for T-Rex mode. Alrighty, and now for this tail bit, I'm not 100% certain where it goes. I guess you can either put it into this little tab right here on the thumb, maybe, as like a sword. Let me see if it can. And his arm fell off. Yeah, I guess you can do it like that. But the other place you can put it, in my opinion, I think I like it better, is right into this little tab on the big shoulder piece. Where's the tab? Here it is. See that little tab right there? It should tab right into there. Now, let's, first arm, here it is. Let's tab his arm back on, shall we? Now, let's articulate him to get him to look swell. Give me a sec. Sorry guys, I was having Transformer difficulties. Paleotrex here was not wanting to stand. His robot mode legs are just as weak as his T-Rex legs, but I got him. And here we have the Transformers War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Paleotrex and his awesome looking robot mode. In all my years of collecting Transformer figures, the process of taking this figure apart to get it back and forth between modes is definitely a step up. It's definitely a whole new ball game from normal Transformers where you have to fold panels and tab pegs and whatnot. But I really dig this process. I really enjoyed it. And I'd gladly get more of those skeleton War for Cybertron Transformer figures. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of Paleotrex's details. Let's bring him in for a close-up. Alrighty, Roo. Let's take a look at that mug of his. Check that out. Same color as dinosaur bones, considering this figure transforms into a dinosaur skeleton. And look at that face. A little nose, I think a little mouth down there underneath these faux teeth. Yellow eyes. I guess that's the color of Beast War Transformer eyes. I don't know when this came off. Let me just get that back on. Wait, could this go in here? Ooh, nah. There we go. And check this out. This is a very cool feature that you can do. Take this little bit up here, fold it down on that little hinge, and you've got an awesome looking mask, which kind of looks like a tiki or something. But it does look pretty cool. Looks like we got some texture up here, and it looks quite spooky. Let's get that up there. Let's keep this video PG or something. I don't know. Or G. Not PG-13. Too harsh. But yeah, nice looking feet. Not the strongest feet, but they do look pretty cool. And if you take out those little heel bits that you do for the process of getting them to T-Rex mode, it looks a lot like rocket boosters, so we can fly around. I'm flying, yeah, woo. Okay, alright, enough Paleotrex, enough. You know what, let's just set this over here. And if you come up here to his chest plate, it looks a lot like a mask for some reason. I don't know why. There's eye holes or something. I don't know. And look at that little purple symbol. That must be the dinosaur skeleton team symbol. I don't know. Maybe that's a symbol that shows that he's a part of the combiner fossilizer. I don't know. I do not know. And I really like how his head, or his dinosaur head, is stored. It just stores neatly on his back. It's not clunky or anything. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Let's see if I can get him to stand up for y'all. Come on, buddy boy.
Eventually.
Sorry about that, guys. I really want you to keep this in mind. This figure is very, 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 very tricky to stand up. I highly recommend staying calm and don't bring out any hammers. I don't know. But let's take a look at Paleotrex's Articulation. Yes, I picked him up again. But yeah, his head can look down this much, up this much, which actually isn't any. It can rotate all the way around for transformation. Knees can go up this much and forward this much. It can go out, though. The knees can go out like he's doing a side kick. Hi-ya! Hoo-hoo, I'm master of Kung Fu and Taekwondo. Actually, I don't think Paleotrex is a Taekwondo or a Kung Fu guy. I don't know. I just couldn't resist. But yeah. Unfortunately, his feet don't have much articulation. They cannot bend. Actually, yes, they can. Yes, they can. My bad. His feet can go backwards. And they can also bend to the side like this. And this way as well. Not sure what that would be used for, but I don't know. Come on, you. I have to get this up for y'all. Yes, I got him. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down with some comparisons. I don't have any new comparisons for y'all. I'm just going to do the same comparisons that I did when Paleotrex was in T-Rex mode. I'm going to compare him with the two versions of Grimlock that I showcased with him in T-Rex mode. They'll just be in robot mode, because Paleotrex is in robot mode. So let's bring him in. Alrighty-roo, here we have... And Paleotrex fell over again, of course. Alright, here we have him with Grimmy. And here we have him with other Grimmy. As you can see, the two versions of Grimlock completely tower over Paleotrex. I guess Cybertronian T-Rexes are larger than skeleton T-Rexes. I don't know. But they still look phenomenal together. And I'm actually quite excited for getting more of these skeleton or for Cybertron figures, and I can do a full-scale comparison with the three of them. Alrighty, people, this pretty much wraps up this figure's robot mode. Let's get down to, I'm not exactly sure what to call it, transformation? Man, what can I call it, transformation? Let's get down to his transformation, shall we? And sorry, couldn't spin all that well. Doesn't work as well when he's not a car. But yeah. First up, you can remove the arms. Like so, and then you can remove these sections here, set them all off to the side. Help, where are my arms? You can remove his feet. You can remove his hips. Then we'll start right here, and you can also remove that as well. I'm sorry. First, you can open up the mouth a little and detach the chin from his back section, like this. Fold the head, or swivel the head around. I recommend keeping his mask out, because it sort of fills in this gap here. Doesn't really work as well with his mask down. Let me show you. See, it doesn't work as well. Let's have his mask open. There we go. And then we can fold this section out like this, and that'll form part of his T-Rex back. So then we can set this off to the side, and we can bring in, where'd it go? Here we are. We can bring in his legs and arms. You can take his rocket booster-like heel pieces and fold them down. And then you can take his robot mode arms, tab them in. Use the same trick that I talked about for tabbing them into robot mode. Fold the peg all the way down so it doesn't move, and it'll peg in like nobody's business. Like that. You can also rotate this around. Fold the finger out to create his Dino mode toe. Repeat the same process on the opposite foot. Like so. Like that. Fold this up. Swivel, swivel. There we go. Right, they still don't stand up. Now we can set this stuff off to the side and we'll deal with it again in all due time. Sorry, I had another itch. Let's bring in the arm pieces. Right here and here. You can tab these assemblies together. I think you... let me try this. This side... No. It goes on this side. Sorry, I couldn't remember at first. My apologies. There we go, there we go, there we go. Looking good in the hood, in the mud, in the... Give me a sec, I'm gonna check this over. I realized what the problem was, my peeps. I realized I tabbed this assembly onto the wrong side. This is where this will tab into. See how it matches? My bad. Now, let's just shimmy this in the rest of the way. Let me just set something onto the side here real quick. There we are. There we are, jiggity jaw. Now, let's continue. Let's bring in that little tail bit. Tab it in here, and it completes the tail beautifully. That. Now we can come in here, take the front of the T-Rex head assembly, tab it in. Tab it in. Now we can come here to the waist assembly, get the arms outward. That'll help you know how to tab it on. And what's supposed to happen is, see that little tab right in there in the hip section? It's supposed to tab into this little tab right here under that shoulder pad for the robot mode. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be now. This is a bit tricky and definitely the most trickiest part of this whole process, but it is doable. It is. Let me show you. Come on. I got one side. I think you also have to fold. Be right back. I'm sorry. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It took a lot of hard work and patience, which is the key when you're transforming any Transformer figure. But I got the hips tabbed in, and this T-Rex skeleton is starting to come together. Now you can just take the head assembly and try your very best to get it to line up with that. Clearly, I'm not doing as good of a job. And hey, look at that. The feet are trying to ooze drop. Hey, over there. Now your turn. Actually, think of it. Yes, it is your turn. Get in here, feet. Now it's a matter of tabbing the feet into place, and the key is not allowing this to turn, because that peg right there is where the feet tab it. Fold the little assembly that allows the knees to bend, and you can just tab it in, and you can articulate the feet to get them however you'd like. Like that. I think I heard this now, didn't you? Now let's repeat the same process, on the other side. I think this guy's starting to come together, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, this is kind of cool. Now we can take that one chest piece and see this and this right here, which apparently are not lined up all that well. Let me see if I can... There. And there are two tabs on the back of the chest plate that this should tab into. Let's see if the pegs are going to do what they're meant to do. Yes, they are, and it fills in beautifully. Now it's a matter of getting them to stand up. Let's open the mouth for some dramatic looks. And this rotated again. There we are. And here we have the Transformers Studio. And here we have the Transformers War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Paleotrex and his awesome looking Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton alt mode. Some final thoughts on the figure. It's a phenomenal figure. The process to get this figure in between modes is definitely a whole new ballgame from Transformers that I'm used to picking up, but it's definitely a change of pace since most Studio Series figures are only available for pre-order, so it'll be a while before I can actually get them. So while they're only available for pre-order, maybe I should look at some of these War for Cybertron figures. There's an Optimus Primal toy, a Beast Wars T-Rex Megatron toy, Rhinox, more Tyrannosaurus Rex skeletons, or more dinosaur skeletons, not just Tyrannosaurus Rex skeletons. But yeah, the possibilities are endless. Let me know in the comment section below if I should get more of these figures. Well, friends, this pretty much wraps up this video review. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to click that big red subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a future video. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of today's video. It was a whole lot of fun for me to film and edit, but let me know in the comment section below how you enjoyed watching it. Did you get popcorn and a soda to have while you're watching this video? Did it help with getting this figure back and forth between modes? Let me know down below. Anyway, that's all I had to say. As always, I'm Raccoon-Formers, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.